Welcome everyone. Today, I want you to stop whatever you're doing, sit down, close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself this simple question. Am I really living, or am I just existing? Everyone wants to travel the world. They want their dream car. They want freedom, money, a peaceful mind, love, respect, happiness, a business they can call their own, a relationship that makes them feel alive, a life that feels worth living. But the question is, what are you doing today to get all that? What are you doing right now to create the life you always dream about? Are you still scrolling endlessly through social media? Are you still watching random videos and wasting time? Are you still making excuses for why you can't start? Still sleeping late? Still afraid of failure? Still hoping things will magically change? This life is real. This world is real, but your time is limited. You don't get a second life. You are not born again to try again. This is it. This is your life right now, today, this moment. In this video, I'm going to tell you something no one told you before. I'm not here to motivate you with fake words. I'm here to give you a mirror so you can see the truth, so you can wake up from the sleep you didn't even know you were in. You want to change your life. You want to become confident, powerful, successful, unstoppable. Then don't just watch this video, feel it. Listen with your soul. Listen with pain. Listen like your life depends on it, because it does. So let's begin. Let's learn how not to waste this one precious life you've been given. Time is your life, don't kill it. Let me tell you the truth. You are not killing time. Time is killing you. Every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, every time you spend one more hour scrolling through Instagram, every time you hit snooze on your alarm and go back to sleep, you are not just wasting time. You are destroying pieces of your life. Because your time is your life. You don't feel it today, but slowly life is moving. Every second is going away. You're getting older. Your energy is going down. Your parents are getting older. Your dreams are waiting, but for how long? Let me ask you, what did you do yesterday? What did you do the day before? And what are you planning to do tomorrow? Still nothing? Still the same? Still waiting for someday? That someday will never come. It's a lie. Your dreams don't care about your excuses. The world doesn't care about your reasons. Only your results matter. I want you to understand something fundamental. Time is not renewable. When you waste an hour watching meaningless videos, that's an hour of your life you'll never get back. When you spend your evening scrolling through social media instead of learning a new skill, that's potential growth that dies forever. Think about it this way. If someone stole $100 from you, you'd be angry, right? You'd fight to get it back. But when you waste hours of your life, which are worth far more than money, you barely notice. You treat your time like it's worthless, but it's the most valuable thing you have. Every successful person will tell you the same thing. They wish they had started earlier. They wish they hadn't wasted so much time in their youth. They wish they had valued their hours like gold from the beginning. Start valuing your hours like gold. Write down your daily plan. Focus on one thing that will push your life forward. Cut 1 hour of social media every day and use it to read, learn, or grow. Time is your friend only if you respect it. Otherwise, it becomes your biggest enemy. Stop blaming and start building. Your life is your responsibility, not your parents, not your friends, not your bosses, not your government's, yours, only yours. People waste years crying about what they didn't get. I didn't go to a good school. My family doesn't support me. I don't have the money. I don't have time. I don't have talent. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Do you know who wins in life? The person who says, I don't care what I didn't get, I'll create something from nothing. Look around you. The most powerful people in this world, many of them had nothing. No money, no support, no guidance. But they had one thing: hunger, fire, the decision to change everything. Think about someone like Oprah Winfrey, born in poverty, abused as a child. Today, a billionaire and one of the most respected people in the world. She didn't sit and cry. She didn't blame, she built. Think about someone who grew up in a small village with no internet, no opportunities, no connections. Today, they might be running a global business from their laptop. What's the difference between them and someone who's still complaining about their circumstances? The decision to take responsibility. Your background is not your destiny. Your current situation is not your final destination. Your past does not define your future. What defines your future is what you decide to do starting today. Every excuse you make is a choice. Every time you blame someone else, you're giving away your power. Every time you say, it's not my fault, you're admitting you have no control over your life. But the moment you say, I am responsible for my life, everything changes. Suddenly, you have power. Suddenly, you have control. Suddenly, you can do something about it. Accept your story, but don't be a victim. Write your problems on paper. Then write one solution for each and take action, no matter how small. You are not weak. You are not unlucky. You are just not using your power. Your comfort zone is a trap. Escape it now. You wake up, check your phone, eat something, watch videos, scroll Instagram, maybe study a little, sleep again, repeat. It feels easy. It feels relaxing. But do you know what's happening? You are dying slowly from the inside. Your comfort zone is killing your dreams silently, because there is no growth in comfort. All success lives outside of it. You want to speak fluent English? Then speak, even if you make 100 mistakes. You want to start a business? Then start, even if you fail the first 10 times. But most people never start. Why? Because they're scared to feel uncomfortable. They're afraid of failure, afraid of embarrassment, afraid of people laughing. Let them laugh, let them doubt you, but you keep moving. Imagine a seed. If it stays under the soil, it never becomes a tree. It has to break through the ground, face the sun, face the wind. Only then it becomes something powerful. You're the same. Your comfort zone feels safe, but it's the most dangerous place you can be. Because in your comfort zone, you don't grow, you don't learn, you don't improve, you just exist. And existing is not living. I've seen so many people stay in jobs they hate because it's comfortable. Stay in relationships that don't fulfill them because it's familiar. Stay in cities where they have no opportunities because it's safe. And year after year, they watch their dreams fade away. Meanwhile, those who succeed are the ones who make themselves uncomfortable every single day. They take the risks others won't take. They do the things others are too scared to do. They fail more than others because they try more than others. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're choosing to stay small. Every time you avoid discomfort, you're avoiding success. Every time you play it safe, you're gambling with your future. Do something uncomfortable every day. Speak English even if you're scared. Join that class. Apply for that job. Post that video. Fail proudly. Fail loudly, but fail forward, because nothing great ever came from staying safe. I'll do it later is the biggest lie you're telling yourself. I'll do it later is the voice of laziness. It is the voice of fear. It is the voice of your weaker self trying to trap you. It doesn't mean, I will do it later. It actually means, I don't want to do it at all. Look around you. The people who win in life are not the ones who say later. They are the ones who say now, right now, this second. They act even if they're not ready, even if they're scared. They act because they know later becomes never. You keep saying you want to learn English, then do it now. You keep saying you'll exercise, start a side hustle, read a book, fix your sleep, meditate. And when does that later come? Next week? Next month? Next year? Time is not your slave. It doesn't wait for you. You don't get a message saying your time is over. It just ends. And you will be left with one thing: regret, the worst pain in this world. Think about this. You wanted to start that YouTube channel 2 years ago. You didn't. Why? Because of fear. Because you said later. Now someone else is doing it. Someone else has your dream. And you sit there watching their videos, thinking, that could have been me. How many opportunities have you missed because you said later? How many dreams have died because you chose delay over action? How many times have you looked back and thought, I wish I had started sooner? Here's the truth about later. It's not a time, it's a place, and that place is called never. When you say, I'll do it later, you're sending your dreams to a place where they go to die. The most successful people I know all have one thing in common. They have a bias toward action. When they get an idea, they act on it immediately. When they see an opportunity, they grab it right away. When they feel inspired, they don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Whatever it is, start it now. Stop overthinking. Tell yourself this: if I don't do it now, I probably never will. And just begin. Not perfect, just begin. One action now is better than 100 perfect plans for later. Stop thinking, start doing. Your mind is your best friend and your worst enemy. And for most people today, their mind is their cage. Why? Because they think too much and do nothing. You want to start a business? You think about it for months. You want to speak in English? You think about speaking, watch videos, take notes, but never speak. You want to go to the gym? You plan the routine, buy the clothes, download the app, but never actually go. Overthinking is destroying your life. You think so much that you become tired before even starting. You imagine the failure before even trying. You write the story of defeat before even playing the game, and that's why you stay stuck. Thinking is important, but only for a short time. After that, it becomes fear. And fear is a liar. You don't need to know everything to begin. You just need to begin. You want to improve your English? Don't just watch motivational videos. Start speaking. Start writing. Start listening every day. Speak in front of the mirror. Record your voice. Make mistakes. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect English. You just need to do. Imagine a guy who wants to learn swimming. He reads books on swimming, watches 50 videos, buys the best swimsuit, and talks to swimmers, but never jumps into the water. Will he ever learn? No. You're doing the same with your dreams. Analysis paralysis is real. It's when you get so caught up in planning and thinking that you never actually do anything. You research every detail, consider every possibility, wait for every condition to be perfect. But perfection is the enemy of progress. I've seen people spend months planning their diet but never actually eating healthy. I've seen people spend years researching business ideas but never starting a business. I've seen people plan their dream life in minute detail but never take the first step toward it. Meanwhile, the people who succeed are the ones who start before they feel ready. They learn by doing, not by thinking. They improve through action, not through analysis. Here's a secret: you'll never feel completely ready. There will always be something you don't know, something you haven't planned for, some risk you haven't considered. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll wait forever. Think for 10 minutes, then act for the next 10 hours. Build momentum. Let action become your habit. Shut down your mind and let your hands move. Let your legs move, let your life move. Because success doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing. Be that guy, not the lazy one, not the one who complains, not the one who always gives up. Be the guy who does what others don't. Be the guy who believes when others laugh, who keeps going when others quit, who inspires without saying a word. Not everyone will believe in you. That's okay. Not everyone will support you. That's okay. You support you. You believe in you. People will doubt you. They will say you've changed. Let them. You're not here to stay the same. You're here to grow, to evolve, to become the man who doesn't need validation because his success speaks for him. In every family, in every group of friends, there's always that one person who becomes something big. The one who proves everyone wrong. Why not you? Why do you think success belongs to someone else? I want you to understand something. Excellence is not a destination, it's a way of traveling. Being that guy is not about reaching a certain level and then relaxing. It's about choosing excellence in everything you do, every single day. It's about having higher standards for yourself than anyone else has for you. It's about pushing yourself when no one is watching. It's about doing the right thing even when it's hard, even when no one will know, even when you won't get credit for it. People will notice. They might not say anything at first, but they'll notice. They'll see how you carry yourself differently, how you speak with more confidence, how you handle challenges with more grace, how you pursue your goals with more determination. And slowly, you'll become the person others look up to, the one they come to for advice, the one they talk about when you're not around, the one who changed everything. Every morning, ask yourself, what would a disciplined man do today? Then do that. Dress like success, talk like success, walk like success. Don't tell people your plans, show them results. Be that guy who people talk about years later because you changed everything. You versus you. Your biggest enemy is not outside. It's not your friend, not your family, not your job, not your phone. It's you. It's the part of you that tells you to quit. The part that says, I'm tired. The part that says, it's okay to be average. The part that says, let's just relax. That version of you is the enemy, and you have to fight him every single day. You versus you. That is the real battle. The lazy you versus the ambitious you. The scared you versus the brave you. The version of you that wants to stay safe versus the version of you that wants to change the world. Every day you wake up with a choice. Who will win today? Will it be the guy who scrolls for 3 hours or the guy who reads 10 pages of a book? Will it be the guy who sleeps at 2 a.m. watching useless videos? Or the guy who builds his business and future? No one can answer that but you. Imagine two wolves inside you. One is lazy, negative, full of doubt. The other is strong, confident, hungry. Do you know which one grows stronger? The one you feed. This internal battle is the most important fight of your life. It's happening right now as you listen to these words. Part of you wants to change, wants to grow, wants to become better, but another part of you wants to stay comfortable, wants to avoid the hard work, wants to take the easy path. The version of you that wins this battle will determine the quality of your entire life. If the lazy, scared, comfort-seeking version wins, you'll live a small, mediocre life full of regrets. If the ambitious, brave, growth-oriented version wins, you'll live an extraordinary life full of achievement and fulfillment. This battle is not fought once and then finished. It's fought every single day, sometimes every single hour. Every time you have a choice between the easy thing and the right thing, you're fighting this battle. The beautiful thing is, every time you choose the better version of yourself, that version becomes stronger. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, growth over comfort, action over procrastination, you're feeding the wolf that will lead you to success. Kill your lazy habits. Track your day. Every time you choose growth, write it down. Every time you win against the weak version of you, celebrate it. Slowly, your identity will change. This is not a game. This is war. And it's you versus you. Work on your willpower. If you don't train your willpower, your feelings will control your life. And let me tell you something. Feelings are liars. You don't feel like waking up early. You don't feel like working out. You don't feel like studying English today. You don't feel like chasing your dreams. Then, congratulations. You've just handed your entire future to your mood. Let me ask you something real. Do you want to build a strong life? Or do you want to follow your feelings like a little child? Willpower means doing the right thing even when you don't feel like doing it. Even when your body says no, you stand up and say yes. Even when your mind screams, I can't, your soul whispers, watch me. People who succeed in life aren't the ones who are always motivated. They're the ones who are disciplined, who show up even when they're tired, broke, heartbroken, scared, or defeated. Because they have something you don't have yet, willpower. And the truth is, willpower is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Let's say you want to stop using your phone after 10 p.m. At first, you'll fail. You'll open it, you'll scroll. But if you keep trying every night, turning it off, putting it in another room, writing your goal down, you will build that power. Soon, you'll become the guy who controls his habits, not the guy controlled by them. Willpower is what separates successful people from everyone else. It's what allows someone to wake up at 5 a.m. every day to work on their business. It's what allows someone to stick to their diet when everyone around them is eating junk food. It's what allows someone to keep going when every fiber of their being wants to quit. Most people live their entire lives as slaves to their emotions and impulses. They eat when they feel like eating, sleep when they feel like sleeping, work when they feel like working, exercise when they feel like exercising. But feelings are temporary and unreliable. They change based on your mood, your energy level, what you ate for breakfast, how much sleep you got, what someone said to you. If you base your actions on your feelings, your life will be chaotic and mediocre. But if you base your actions on your commitments and goals, your life will be purposeful and extraordinary. Think about it. How many times have you not felt like doing something that was good for you? How many times have you felt like doing something that was bad for you? If you always follow your feelings, you'll end up overweight, broke, uneducated, and unfulfilled. But if you develop the willpower to do what's right regardless of how you feel, you'll have the life you actually want, not just the life that feels good in the moment. Start small. Choose one thing you don't want to do and do it anyway. Build daily discipline. Reward yourself for completing it, not for avoiding pain. Speak to yourself like a leader. I don't break promises to myself. Because the day you master your willpower is the day you take control of your life. Comparison is killing you. Let me say this clearly. If you keep comparing yourself to others, you will never be happy. Never. Do you know why most people hate their lives? Because they spend more time watching other people's lives than building their own. You go on Instagram, you see someone with a better body, a better car, a better house. You see someone speaking better English, getting more views, more likes, more money, and you start hating yourself. You start thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I be like them? Why is their life perfect and mine a mess? But here's the truth. You are comparing your behind the scenes with their highlight reel. You see 15 seconds of their life and compare it with your 24 hours. You don't see their breakdowns, their pain, their loneliness, their failures. You don't see the 100 nights they cried or the 1,000 times they fell. And still, you let comparison destroy your confidence. Let me tell you something raw. The fastest way to kill your progress is to compare it with someone else's success. You have your own path, your own time, your own struggles, your own destiny. If a sunflower and a rose start comparing their heights and colors, they'll both forget how beautiful they are. Stop looking left and right. Look straight. Your race is with yourself. Comparison is not just harmful, it's also completely unfair. You're comparing your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. You're comparing your beginning with someone else's middle or end. You're comparing your struggles with someone else's success story. That person you're envying on social media. They might have been working on their craft for 10 years while you just started. They might have failed hundreds of times before getting to where they are. They might have sacrificed things you're not willing to sacrifice. They might have advantages you don't have, or they might have overcome disadvantages you can't imagine. But you don't see any of that. You just see the end result and feel bad about yourself. Here's what successful people do instead of comparing. They use others as inspiration, not intimidation. When they see someone doing well, they ask, what can I learn from this person? Instead of, why can't I have what they have? They focus on their own progress. They compare themselves today with themselves yesterday. They celebrate their own growth, no matter how small. They run their own race at their own pace. Remember, someone will always have more than you, and someone will always have less. If you base your happiness on comparison, you'll be on an emotional roller coaster your entire life. But if you base your happiness on your own growth and progress, you'll find peace and fulfillment regardless of what others are doing. Unfollow people who make you feel like you're not enough. Focus on your journey. Track your growth from last month, not someone else's today. Replace comparison with inspiration. Learn from them, but don't hate yourself. Because you were never born to be like them. You were born to be better than who you were yesterday. Don't take advice from those who haven't done it. Not everyone giving advice is qualified to speak. If you want to build a house, you don't ask the man who lives under a broken roof. If you want to learn how to get rich, don't ask your broke friend. If you want to speak fluent English, don't ask the one who's scared to open his mouth. Ask the one who has done it, who has failed and then won. The internet is full of people talking, but most of them are just noise. Words with no experience. Opinions with no pain. Don't let these people confuse your journey. You are the driver of your life. Don't take directions from someone who's never driven. For example, your uncle says, "Don't start a business, it's risky." But has he ever started one? No. He's worked a 9-to-5 his whole life. So why would you listen to someone who has never walked the path? This is one of the biggest mistakes people make. They take life advice from people who haven't lived the life they want. It doesn't make sense, but it happens all the time. Why? Because these people are often the loudest. They have the strongest opinions. They speak with the most confidence. But confidence without competence is just arrogance. The people who have actually achieved what you want to achieve are often more humble. They know how hard it was. They know how many times they failed. They know how much they still don't know, so they speak more carefully, more thoughtfully. But the people who have never done anything significant speak as if they know everything. They'll tell you all the reasons why you can't succeed, why your dreams are unrealistic, why you should play it safe. Don't listen to them. Before you take someone's advice, look at their results. If they have the life you want, listen carefully. If they don't, thank them politely and move on. This doesn't mean you should be rude to people who care about you. Your family and friends mean well. But remember, good intentions don't equal good advice. Love doesn't equal expertise. The best advice comes from people who have walked the path you want to walk, who have faced the challenges you're facing, who have overcome the obstacles you're trying to overcome. Find those people, learn from them, model them, follow their strategies, not their words. Pick yourself. This world won't pick you. They won't clap for you until it's too late. They won't believe in you until you've already made it. They won't support you when you need them the most. So what should you do? Pick yourself. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to say you're good enough. Stop waiting for a phone call, a message, a chance, a stage, a partner, a lucky break. Pick yourself, because you are not here to be chosen. You are here to create, to lead, to win. The most successful people in the world didn't wait. They started. They didn't beg for approval. They approved themselves. J.K. Rowling got rejected 12 times before Harry Potter was published. What if she waited for someone to believe in her? She picked herself and the world followed. This is perhaps the most important lesson you'll ever learn. You don't need anyone's permission to chase your dreams. You don't need anyone's approval to start your business. You don't need anyone's validation to believe in yourself. Most people spend their entire lives waiting to be discovered, waiting to be chosen, waiting for someone to give them a chance. But that person might never come. That opportunity might never arrive. That permission might never be granted. Meanwhile, while you're waiting, someone else is doing. Someone else is creating. Someone else is building the life you're dreaming about. The entertainment industry is full of people who picked themselves. Instead of waiting for a record label, they started their own. Instead of waiting for a publisher, they self-published. Instead of waiting for a movie studio, they made their own films. The business world is full of entrepreneurs who picked themselves. Instead of waiting for the perfect job, they created their own company. Instead of waiting for someone to believe in their idea, they believed in it themselves and made it happen. You have everything you need to start. You have the internet, which gives you access to all the information in the world. You have tools and platforms that previous generations could never dream of. You have opportunities that didn't exist even 10 years ago. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is your decision to pick yourself. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for more money, more time, more knowledge, more connections. Start with what you have, where you are right now. Write your own name on the opportunity. Start that YouTube channel. Start that book. Start that podcast. Apply even if you don't feel ready. Tell yourself, I don't need anyone to pick me. I pick myself every single day. Because the world can't ignore someone who believes in themselves so hard it becomes impossible not to notice. Maybe you're watching this right now and you're struggling. Maybe you're tired of wasting time, tired of scrolling endlessly, tired of saying, I'll start tomorrow, tired of watching others live the life you dream about while you stay trapped in your comfort zone. Let me tell you something. Your comfort zone is not protecting you. It's robbing you. Every day you spend there is another day your dreams get smaller, another day your potential fades, another day your time slips away forever. But here's the truth. You are not stuck. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be to make the change that will transform everything. The time you've wasted until now, that's not wasted time. That's preparation time. Every moment of frustration you felt has been building up the energy you need to finally break free. Every day you felt trapped has been teaching you exactly what you don't want, so you can finally go after what you do want. Your dreams are not dead, they're just sleeping, and it's time to wake them up. Right now, I want you to think about that one thing you've been putting off. That step outside your comfort zone that could change everything. You know what it is. You've known for a while now, but you've been waiting for the right time, the perfect moment, the day when you'll feel completely ready. Here's the secret. That day will never come. The right time is now. The perfect moment is this moment. The person you need to become starts with the decision you make today. Your comfort zone feels safe, but it's the most expensive place you can live because it costs you your dreams. It costs you your potential. It costs you your time, the one thing you can never get back. But courage is cheap. One moment of courage can buy you a lifetime of fulfillment. One brave decision can open doors you never knew existed. One step outside your comfort zone can start a chain reaction that transforms your entire life. The equation is simple. Time plus courage equals dream life. You have the time. Every day you're alive, you have 24 hours to invest. The only question is, do you have the courage? I believe you do, because you're here, listening to this. Because something inside you knows you're meant for more. Because your dreams wouldn't exist if you weren't capable of achieving them. So stop wasting your time in the comfort zone. Stop letting fear make your decisions. Stop choosing safety over growth. comfort over courage, familiar over fantastic. Your dreams have been patient with you, but they won't wait forever. Your time is running out, not because you're running out of life, but because every day you delay is a day you could have been living the life you actually want. The comfort zone is expensive, but the view from the other side, it's priceless. Take that first step today, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, today, right now, this moment. Because your future self is counting on the decision you make right now, and I promise you this. The version of you that finally breaks free, that finally takes the risk, that finally chooses courage over comfort, that person will thank you forever for the decision you make today. Your time is now. Your comfort zone has held you long enough. It's time to go get your dreams. Thanks for watching this video. Take action today, not tomorrow. See you in the next one. Stay strong.